EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll buy some time right. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a carry for Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Complete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 7.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Play fake, Winston. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 59 yards.
The Panther first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. Down right around the 25. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with no score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw, Jones, and he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, Winston forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, Dunbar. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd down now, Dunbar. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
Now Dunbar. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the Panther.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now Jones to throw again. Flushed out right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, he went the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th
down.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Like 7.
Winston to throw it this time. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now with Dunbar. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Galladay, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones now on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Powers through. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run again here with Dunbar. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Dunbar. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Jones throwing on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Carolina.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
48-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Number 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll go down at the 28. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
4 on the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. And check back 27. Check back 27.
From the gun, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains. Saints for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On first down, Dunbar. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dunbar. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On third and short, Drake. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Carolina.
They'll run on first down. Dunbar. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Carry for the running back.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina.
Number 13,
Mike Evans, 46 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Panthers 17. Seahawks
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now it's thrown for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike, 2. Hey, check.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, Winston again. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Winston to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Choose the mic. Let's go.
Now Winston. He'll find Lindsey here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's Winston. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dunbar, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 3rd down, Dunbar. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace,